I want to show you how to make your first $1,000 with copywriting in just the next 8 minutes. And I don't have some boo-boo outreach script that's overused and doesn't work. Nah, today I've brought the good stuff. Some first principles thinking that will open your eyes to how this game actually works and allow you to make your first 1K easily. So if you feel like you've been hitting your head against a brick wall when it comes to making money with copywriting or just online in general, I've got 4 concepts that will give you a sledgehammer to break down that wall and actually start making money. And by the way, I do have some proof. I'll have Caleb on the screen right now scroll through some recent wins from Copy Elite, my copywriting mentorship program. And these are people just like you who I showed these 4 concepts to, and now they're making real cash with copywriting. So anyways, let's get into what I showed them so that you can make some money. Let's run it. All right, your 4 steps to make your first 1K with copywriting. We have number 1, outreach specificity. Number 2, offer decentralization. Number 3, technical deficiency. And number 4, sales hole shallowness. So if you're not making money, I guarantee you one of these things is off. So let's go ahead and break it down, starting with number 1, outreach specificity. You see, your outreach isn't working because it isn't specific enough. That's why. The more specific your outreach is, the more powerful it's going to be. It'll grab more attention, it'll create more pain, it'll generate more trust, meaning more responses, more clients. Cha-ching, throw in the cha-ching freaking sound effect, Caleb. But anyways, let me show you some real examples. So if we have a bad example of an outreach email, hi, I'm KJ. I'm sending you this email because I've seen your videos and I think I can help you make more money. I help people scale their online businesses. And I'd love to write you something for free to show you I mean business. If you're interested, shoot me a reply. You see how it doesn't sound terrible, but it's very vague and not very specific. Now, if we look at a good example, this is just an example, by the way, don't copy this. It's probably not even going to work for deliverability, but just an example. Hi, Josh. I'm sending you this outreach because I saw your bicep video yesterday and saw a crazy opportunity for your email list revenue and figured I just had to tell you, haha. I specialize in helping YouTube fitness offers increase their revenue with email marketing. And I think a lead magnet showing the 5 best bicep exercises and diagrams/pics on how to perform them would get tons of people on your list. Then you could sell them on your coaching. And I'd love to write a lead magnet for free for your next video. But just because I think you'd be dope to work with, if you're interested, shoot me a message and I'll get to work on it. Do you see how adding specificity in what you offer and why you're reaching out to them and what you can actually do gives this so much more credibility and makes it way more trustworthy, right? That is how you must use specificity. And if you want to know how to do this in depth, I've already put a whole video on how to master specificity as a beginner copywriter. You can check that out. I'll have Caleb put a screenshot of the thumbnail on the screen. But moving on to offer desensitization. So your outreach isn't working because your offer is desensitized. Let me explain. I used to love this country song. I grew up in a very small country town, and this song was called Whiskey Glasses by Morgan Wallen. The issue is, right after that song came out, I started working at Ace Hardware, this real redneck hardware store. And they had one playlist that was only 45 minutes long. And so that song got played every hour on the hour for the long 8 to 10 hour shifts every day at this job that I hated. So guess what? I got desensitized to that song. Instead of liking it, I actually hate it. If I ever hear it anywhere from now on, I turn it down and I cut it off because I heard it too many times and I had bad experiences with that stimuli, that song. And so the same thing is happening with your outreaches. So check out this graph. Here we have the effectiveness of your offer, basically like what you're promising them versus the number of times they've seen it. So if you're telling them you're going to give them 10 to 15 clients guaranteed in your emails and your outreaches, whatever, and they've seen this thing a million times, usually affiliated with people who are not very good at what they do, guess what? The effectiveness of that stimuli goes down heavy the amount of times that they've seen it. So now I want you to imagine that you have a brand new offer that you created. You're doing the same thing, right? We're all doing the same thing. We're helping people grow their business using acquisition, using copywriting, using persuasion. But the way you position it means everything. And so if you have a brand new way to kind of position what you do, or maybe you just use different words than other people, guess what? You're going to have effectiveness more like higher up on the graph. Versus if you use an offer that everyone else has used, guess what? You're going to have very low effectiveness. And that is the key. You must use a brand new offer that you create to kind of desensitize so that your people you're reaching out to are not desensitized. But yeah, moving on to number 3, technical deficiency. You see, to hit your first $1,000 of copywriting, you need to know 3 things. You need to know what to do, you need to know how to do it, and then you must just do it. And so if you want to know what to do, like how to figure out what to do with copywriting, I have a whole productivity masterclass I gave away from one of my old paid programs a couple months ago. So you can see the picture on the screen of the thumbnail. You can check it out in the pinned comment. The how to do is what I'm about to show you. This is a question mark for now. And the doing it, you really need to just grow up here. Like you need to just sit down and do it. Like, bro, get off of TikTok, get off of whatever, and just do the work. So once you know what to do and how to do it, doing it is really not that hard. Most of you guys don't lack productivity, you lack clarity. And that's what I want to give you. So let's go over how to do things. So if you go through the productivity masterclass, you'll learn what to do. Today I want to show you how, because most people get stuck at this step. And what you got to see is there's 2 things that are holding you up from accomplishing the how. And the first is a skill issue, and the second is a technical issue. So for the skill issue, see my last video on the hyper learning cycle. I think it's called like my 10K a month daily routine. I'll also link this in the description if I can remember. And what I want to show you today is a technical issue. And so I'm going to give you a ChatGPT framework to literally help solve any technical issue you'll ever have. And it goes like this. I'm this person trying to do this thing, but problem. How do I fix it? And then you just refine ChatGPT as needed. So for example, I'm an email copywriter sending cold emails as outreach to get potential clients on sales calls. I'm worried my outreach emails are going to spam. What is every precaution I can take to prevent my emails going to spam? And guess what? Check out what ChatGPT said. A lot of good stuff. I mean, this is like a paid course worth of juicy tactical things. And so that is the key. Once you know what to do, all you need to know is how to do it. Now, number 4, sales hole shallowness. You see, you don't have a deep enough sales rabbit hole. That's why people don't convert on your outreach. It might not be the messages you're sending. It's your sales rabbit hole. I want you to think about for a second. If you're sending outreach on Instagram, what is the first thing people do when they see your outreach? The first thing. If you're smart, you might have already realized it. They click on your profile, right? They go digging. They look on your profile. They look for any YouTube videos you have. They scroll through some of your content. They see if you have a sales page. And so you must build out this rabbit hole for when you send outreach, people will just go down it. So think about these videos. Most of you guys probably don't watch just one of my videos. I've created this massive hole of videos that you just go down the rabbit hole. And so you might be wondering, well, KJ, I don't have any experience. Like, what do I put on here? Guys, just study in public. Learn in public. So whatever you learn about helping clients, just put it on your profile. Give away free value. Put any testimonials you have if you do have them. Case studies if you have them. Just honestly stuff that proves you're not a weirdo. Just put like real life, genuine, cool stuff. And whatever tips you learn about copywriting, about helping clients, just put that on your profiles so they can go through and be like, yo, this guy actually kind of knows what he's talking about. And then guess what? They start responding to your outreach. And that is the key. So yeah, my 8 minutes is running out, so I got a blast. But love you guys. Hope you enjoyed, and go make some money with this.